it's me, Jemmy. So I'm here today in a very early morning in Japan. We're gonna head over to the Warner Brothers studio tour in Toshimaen that just opened last month. I bought my tickets in March and I'm very excited to go today. The reason I picked today and not in June was because there's a holiday on Monday in Japan. So we're gonna go there today and see everything that they have to offer. I'll take as many videos as I can and photos, and I'll show all you guys in the video today. I hope you guys will enjoy the video and like and subscribe for more. Bye! So this is the Warner Brothers clock, the one that was in the movies that Warner Brothers gave to Japan for the studio tour train station. As you can see, it is moving backwards. music or phone, let's listen.
Pick up the handset, listen to the message.
Okay, let's listen. Can you hear again? Oh, let's hear it one more time. 違うヒットが出たよ。
あ、変わるの？
Yeah.
パターンがいくつかあるんだ。 すごい綺麗だね。
並んで、Try Wizard Cup の時で、これ Bulgaria ship, and that's the Beauxbatons Academy Fleur de la Cour goes there. So this is the Try Wizard Cup.
見たほら、書いてある文字。
Yeah. どこに？ Yeah, I saw that.
あ、これもあれじゃん。こ
何？
れ、おばさんのやつ。
Yes. Jemmy. It's now nighttime and I am back from the Harry Potter studio tour. As I'm sure you've seen some of the videos, so we're gonna go through little by little in between the videos so you can watch them all. There's a few things that we're gonna talk about. One is gonna be entrance and entry times. One will be food and places to get a snack, drinks, anything else you would need to know about that, information and other helpful things that you would need to know, the tour itself, and we're also going to look at interactive activities. Okay, so let's get on with the show. Okay, so after quite a long train ride, because I live pretty far away from the tour, if you are staying in Tokyo, then it wouldn't take too long to get to. The tour is in Toshimaen, which is close to Nerima. So if you are staying in Ikebukuro, that's a great place to stay. It's going to be very busy. It's not very family oriented. If you wanted to stay in a more high class area, you might want to stay somewhere more like Tokyo or Hibiya, where it's a little bit more fancy and kind of posh over there. But if you stay in Ikebukuro, from Ikebukuro, as you saw in the video, you can go to Seibu, which is the train line that is all the way towards the end of the Ikebukuro station, just before you go towards Sunshine City. So you'll see a turnoff for that. There's two entrances and exits. One is downstairs, one is upstairs. You probably would want to head upstairs, but the only way to do that is to take the stairs. So if you do take this train station to Toshimaen, there is a good thing about it. So on track 2-3, they have kind of made it look like King's Crossing or like an English-British train station. So what you'd want to do is head all the way over. If you're heading onto towards the train, there's only one way to get in, so you can't really get lost. So just head straight and go to the left. And then when you head in, go to the left. All the way, you'll see track number 2-3. Head to the furthest track, walk all the way down, and at the very end of track 2, you will find the clock that they used in the movies. Warner Brothers used it for the Harry Potter movies, and they actually gifted it to Japan for the studio tour, so you can only see it here. It is the authentic one. Some of the items that are in the tour are, of course, replicas, but they do have a lot of the official items, like the clothing. Those are also official, and you can see that when you read the plate on the bottom. Now, it might be hard to see in the video, but as you go by, you'll see like there's plates down there, and that says when it was worn and who wore it. Although if you watch the movies, you'll probably already know. So if you are lucky and you are taking the train from the Seibu, as you saw in the video, my husband had his phone with him. He pulled it out. You can actually track what train is coming. So they have what they call like this golden snitch train. A golden snitch train just means that they have Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione on the outside of the train, and I will insert that video after this conversation so you can kind of see what it looks like. So if you did want to take that train, you definitely can. The inside of the train is nothing special. It's just a regular train, although the advertisements for the train are for the new game. When I did go on them, it was the Magic Awakens game. If you guys have played that, we can always do a video on that later, my thoughts and feelings on it. So anyway, you can ride this train if you catch it at the right time. They don't have it departing every time to Toshimaen from Ikebukuro, but if you use the app, you can find when it is coming, and then you can ride that train. Unfortunately, we arrived to the train station a little early in the morning, so we didn't catch the magical golden snitch train, but on the way back we were lucky. The timing was good, and we actually caught the Golden Snitch train back, which was nice, you know, kind of a good end to the Harry Potter day. So I'll insert that video here. It's just real short so you can see what the outside of the train would look like. Okay, so now that you saw what the outside of the train looks like, and you've already arrived to Toshimaen, what you want to do is, you'll see that the train station, they described it as looking like King's Crossing, like an English train station. So you'll see there's a train on the side. You can take a photo up there. There's really nice details. There's footprints on the floor. Nobody's standing, just, you know, like magical, like you'd see in the Marauders map, which is nice. Another thing you'd want to look at is there's a phone booth. You can actually go in the phone booth, and if you pick up the phone, because they did a report on this in Japanese, and so people that live in Japan would probably know that, but if you're coming from overseas, you might not know that. So what you would want to do is pick up the phone, and they're supposed to have Harry, Ron, and Hermione in English and Japanese speaking. And you would hear that in the video as well as if you watched that part of the video. So it's just a quick little quirk of them talking. It's not Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, or Daniel Radcliffe talking. I believe that it's probably the Japanese voice actors that did the voice for the phone. I'm not sure on that. I can always check later, and if you guys do want to know, just comment down below and I can let you guys know what I find out. But you can pick it up. You pick it up and then hang it up, and then a different person will talk on it. So it's a really cool interactive thing that you can do before actually heading into the tour. Another thing at the train station, this train station, the toilets have little like witches and wizards. At this one, the one in the tour didn't have the witches and wizards on the door or anything. So if you do want to, you know, get a picture of the magical toilet outside, you'd want to do that at the train station. Once you exit the train station, it's a really quick walk, and if you watch the video, you would see that. It's a really quick walk towards the studio tour. Right around the corner from the train station, practically within 5 minutes you can get there. Outside the train station, they do have the 2 Patronuses, a phone booth. You can't go in it, but you can take pictures, look inside of it, and it's supposed to be, I think, like the visitor entrance or something from the movies, if you've watched that. And then you'll see the flags and banners all around. There's also a screen in front of the train station. They were showing the Cursed Child play in Japan, like advertisement, and then on the way back they were showing the video game Hogwarts Legacy advertisement when we came back. So it was kind of a different video. So why don't we head to the tour? We can go inside and then talk more there. Okay, so now we're at the front of the entrance. It's great that you've made it this far. So I'm glad that you got there with no problems. So when you get to the studio tour, in front of the studio tour, they actually have like a mini garden which you can go look around. There is Nagini the snake, Harry's glasses made big, Hagrid and Harry statues, and it says, "Harry, you're a wizard" in Japanese all over it. It also says it in English, but the English is a little bit harder to tell. It's easier to read the Japanese, I think, the way they designed the statue. There are also the Patronuses out on the lawn. So as you could kind of see, I did it kind of quickly. So you will see Harry, Lily/Snape's Patronus. Then you'll also see Hermione's, Ron's, and Luna's as you walk by. That is the end before the tour. If you go any further, you're going to get to the exit, so you want to walk back, wait in front of them for the staff to get there, in front of the little rope. The staff will come, and my tour was the first tour at 10 o'clock. So we arrived there around 8:30. There was a couple people in front of us, but by the time it was 9 o'clock and we were getting ready to line up to head in, there was quite a long line. Now, mind you, there are only a certain number of people that they will allow in per time. That's why you make the reservation, so they will check your reservation, and they are very strict on letting that many people in at one time. On the way out, they're not so specific, so like once you're in there you can kind of stay and relax and do what you want to do, but on the way in, they don't let you in an hour before your actual time slot. So be aware that if you do come really early, then you might have to wait outside in the garden area, and it's okay for you to do that. Some people like to go really early because some of the trains in Japan, occasionally they'll have an accident or something, which people in Japan would rather come early than late. So we lined up, we got in there. It was a pretty easy process. They check your bag, you go through the security gate, really easy. So we actually got in there around 9:20 because we were the first time slot. If you come at 10:30 or 11, anytime after that, you can come in an hour before, and they will let you know when it's time to go in. So because ours was at 10, so they wouldn't let us in until 9:20.
スタジオツアー、あれを見て
おー、タロ。Well, there's the flying car. そうそう。
フ
フラストストーンね。
あ、これあれじゃん、飛んでるやつ。
そうそう。ね。これが、This is the Tri-Wizard Cup でしょ？そう。ね、で、Part 1、これ Part 2。で、これがね、Newt Scamander ね。Fantastic Beast。ね。
あ、ほら、有名なので。
これ1位じゃないでしょ。
この後スイーツは一緒にやっていきましょう。皆さん心の準備よろしいでしょうか。それではいきます。3、2、1、僕はへようこそ。どうぞお進みください。押します。どうぞ。
まだこれプロダクションじゃないね。私2個聞いたよ。誰聞いたの？全部聞いたの？
これ日本語しか聞いてないの。今口がこれだよ。
あ、maybe we should wait.
あ、でも聞いたらもう読んでる。リビングロール。いや、これそうですね。プロの人がやってたの。これポピュラーシング。
へえ。It's very cool, Taro.
But my phone can say this. It's been 50 years since the chamber was opened. The good time opened it, but it never expelled. The last time the chamber was opened, my grandpa died. So it's only a matter of time before one of us gets this time.
そうね。来たよ。
金のベッドにあったから味見一口。
そういえばね。
なんかこの箱を映画で見るのでっかく見える。
ね。very big ね。これが難しい。
あ、
何大丈夫かな。いや。
優勝カップなんか触ったら最初に来る時に悪いですか。頭の塊で動かせる。あれがそうかな。ハーマイオニーが好きだったらマットマンは
ベクトルグラム。そう、ベクトルグラムだよ。これは10個だね。あ、多分これが。あ、さっきすごくね。Well, maybe it's just not a burning day. あ、これがあるね。これメモリーさ。
Where there is a problem that setting composers to find, then we could problem. Obviously, the reasoning there are many other problems that don't exist in the real model books, like volumes of 5 rooms. They have town stories. There are many questions to answer at the beginning of the book process, and all starts with experience. Characters are set and senior artists will discuss what any particular problem needs to accomplish. Usually, all this. Either concept artists will make various drawings, and then our team create samples of how they build the design. All the projects will just start building, riffing on any idea to get our creative juices flowing.
Hello, I'm calling out the costumes you see around me. What you don't see in this display are the countless craftspeople behind the scenes making costumes, from cutters to fitters to stitchers to textile artists. A costume designer's team helps to bring their vision to reality. On a studio film, like Fantastic Beasts, we create close to 3,000 costumes, which includes all the background actors as well.
Untitled Chapter. A solo non ti fanno sbagliare i gai di quel combattimento.
もうただこっちやる。ただこっちもある。そうそう。As worn by them. キャラクターたくさん出てるよ。He's like 4 or 5 characters. He's like 4 or 5 characters. これ Mirror of Airset. この Mirror の前立ってたら、自分の欲しいものが出てくる。そう。アイスちゃん見せたら。あ、アイちゃん。
あえてみたらアンパンマン買って今の世界アンパンマンって書いてある。
あ、OK。
これなんかかっこいいけど、忘れさせたい。
そうそう。ちょっとバカだ。
ケネスプランド
あの人。Yeah, nobody likes that. もうすぐこれさっきそっちもね。カロがまだ見てないそうです。でもカロは見てない。これライブラリね。最後で彼と奥さんが死んで、自分の子供だけが生きる。その過去回の時ね。まずはね。I took a picture. Whoa! We're heading into the Forbidden Forest. なるほど。これ飛ばしていいかいいか。
Must leave. One of the many creatures here. Forest is he said.
多分これがあったよ。Carl, we gotta move quick. The dementors are coming. ゾンビが出たね。そうと思うよ。あ、太郎、I hate this spot. これエロいでしょ。喋るか。いや、あ、動いてる。喋るか。
ハグリッド、うまいな。ハグリッドは一度もこの国に人を追い越したことはない。それはなるまい。わしの命令で我が子たちはハグリッドを傷つけはしない。だけどこの子真っただ中にやってきた新鮮な肉をお預けには引きまい。さらばじゃハグリッドのトンビ。All I have to do will be to follow the orders. Right? Oh, and someone needs to be fat right away. Bye. Bullshit.
So we're gonna get a picture here on the bridge. Maybe we can ask that Casca. Yeah. Fuck you. Let's go look at Privet Drive. Here we go, number 4, Privet Drive. Let's go inside. Well, we can go upstairs. 자, こっちだよ。こっち。あ、こっちじゃないもんね。I wish we could have seen upstairs ね。ね、そうかな。すごくね、外いいからね。これかな、これね。あ、ちょっと待って。中見てくださいね。Fantastic Beasts ね。あ、太郎。まあ、聞いてみたら。練習できました。Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix Lestrange. これは悪いやつね。Serious like no, crazy no. Bellatrix Lestrange. これでからに。そうだよ。殺した。そう、殺してくれたの、まだですね。人間として。そんな感じだった。そうそう、クロックシングスはいっぱいいたね。これ、ヘドウィグね、これ。あ、クロックシングスね。ミセス・ローレス見た。
あ、これは映画には出ませんでした。
まあ、多分撮ったんです。撮ったけど、ね。あ、今日ね。
You might know me better as Lucy,
太郎、ルーツ・ターキング。
and author of Fantastic Beasts and Wildfire. Welcome to the Creature Show, where we will dive into some magnificent behind-the-scenes filmmaking magic, all related to the magical creatures that inhabit the Wizarding World. Hippogriffs, Niflers, Bowties,
like
Basilisks, and so many, many more. Our journey begins a couple of decades ago, when the Harry Potter filmmakers predominantly used physical prosthetics, puppets, and animatronics to bring characters to life. Nowadays, most creature creation is done on computers. Where I'm standing now is the animatronics lab. It is a marvel to consider some of the intricate and lifelike movements these creatures can make through the magic of robotic engineering. And say hello to our dear old friend, Harry. Now, you may not be very confident right now, as this is an animatronic head. It was created as part of an oversized body double built to the same scale as we see Hagrid depicted on screen. These animatronics usually require a technician to use a remote control like the one seen here to change facial expressions and control their mouth movements while recording. Here's an interesting story. Actor Robbie Train, who played Hagrid, is not a half jump, but the character Hagrid is a half jump. So in order to have Robbie Coltrane appear giant next to regular-sized cast members, creature effects designer Nick Beltman and his team created a silicon animatronic head. It has real hair, believable plastic eyes, an incredible array of tiny machinery inside which can be controlled away from camera. When the control operator got it just right, you could never guess that this Hagrid wasn't real. Feel free to take a closer look at Hagrid and the other animatronics here. And please remember, the monster of monsters does fun.
Let's talk about
Eddie Redmayne came back.
Art form that's helped entertain people for thousands of years. And even now, puppets are extremely helpful to create realistic performances on a film set for actors like me. When acting in scenes with a Niffler or a Seibu, it's incredible to have something tangible to react to and not just play pretend with a tennis ball. Rehearsing with the puppeteers also helps an actor develop a very real relationship with an imaginary creature, which is a gift to an actor's performance. Now, allow me to step aside so we might enjoy a demonstration from our exceptionally gifted team of puppeteers.
The Niffler's here.
Hello again. I hope you guys have learned lots of interesting things about how creatures have been created for the wizarding world. We're going to continue to pull back the curtain and share some of our most fascinating secrets. For example, you may not realise it, but where I'm standing is actually a green screen set. But for me, this is, well, it's kind of unpleasant to look at, and we're here to talk about digital creatures and the talented team of VFX artists that spent years creating them for all the Fantastic Beasts films. So I think we should go back. As computer technology has advanced, so has our process of how to create the many Fantastic Beasts. I think we have a visitor. Hello. It's been a while. How are you? Nice to see you again. Oh, sorry, yes, that's incredibly rude of me. Everyone, you remember Teddy, the Niffler? Right, so I was just about to walk these guys through the process of creating an animated creature, which you are not just yet. So you see, this is how things normally work when there's a creature in the scene. I talk to a puppet, or in this case, a stuffy, and after filming is completed, the VFX team steps in to bring that creature further to life. Let's put you back in here. The art of creating a digitally animated creature, put simply, starts with a design sketch. The design sketch is then made into a three-dimensional computer model. which is then, it's a sort of simplified version that we can use to rehearse ideas before we start filming. At this point, the VFX team starts animating the character, creating its movement, which helps sort of bring the personality of the character to life. Hello there. Right, you sir, you're almost there. You're not quite finished yet. You're not quite looking yourself. Let's, why don't we show them the rest of the process to see how you become fully formed, from skeleton to a final, fully feathered self. Skeleton, muscle, skin, texture, and finally, feathers. There you are. Right. And now, the final step for our power. We're going to drop you into a full action film scene. So this final bit is how it's possible for both Teddy and I to appear as if we live and breathe in the same space. But I'm thinking that that might not be such a good idea. What? Oh, come on, don't be disappointed. No, that wasn't so bad, was it? Alright, come on, I've got an idea. Let's show everyone that whole process again, but this time let's show it backwards. Ted. Teddy. Well, I was gonna give you a golden galleon for your travels. Now you have a little more of an idea about fantastic beasts and how to create them.
They're so cute.
Feel anxious and uncomfortable, like piano strings being scraped, vuvuzelas being blown, and any sound that sets people's teeth on edge. We've covered location audio, Foley, and sound design, but there's one more step to completing a film sound: music. And that's coming up at the next station.
Hagrid's flute ね。これドラゴンのトレーニングのやつね。そのドラゴンが怖がってるやつね。でこうやってアタックしないの。ね、Ron needs his radio ね。We have to stand here. Here's one idea. ちょっと待ってよ。これですのところ。Make it to Diagon Alley. Let's go. Bellatrix Lestrange. Sure. I think if you go this way, is Nocturne Alley. Yes. From the fifth movie, after Sirius Black dies. Yes. Harry, on the Ministry of Magic, Harry Potter got Tiki to go. Oh, Taro. Sale of unicorn blood is forbidden. Do not ask. Taro, I think maybe is that Nocturne Alley down there? I would like to go. Really, on a wand maker, eh? So that's the bank. Flourish and bolts. There's some ducks. Oh, look, it's the place where you get the owls. Aren't they cute?
ワイフクリーム。あ、なんか食べてるね。
Yeah, I think they did. The Quidditch stroller. Oh, there's Ron's brothers. So. ピューキングフェスト、それ食べたらその後何？わかんない。あ、シナリゲンス、プランクスとか冗談とか。Oh, Taro, they have baby nifflers. Let's get some. ね。そうね。あ、Taro, that was in the beginning. J.J. Pippins.
本当だ。
あ、どうした？There's so much to see. そうそう。いくつじゃない？もうだろうね。This is the Daily Prophet. The village looks less strange. Taro, we're in extreme level 6. It's dangerous. We're in extreme danger level 6. あ、これアメリカのやつね。あ、そうね。No, this is American magic, so when you go to America, you have to sign a law down, yeah? This way you go. That would be a little more, but I would study it. Yes. To the Kingsley. He's very helpful. My name is Sirius Black's family tree. Sirius is dead. This is Andromeda, this is Draco's aunt. I don't know. What? That's a different one. It's a sticky tree.
リアルにやったことある。
ね、冗談。これね、ポーションブック。そうね。これビールスキルのレポートの人が、ダンブルドアの話がもうすべて。嘘のラルフなんてね、彼がわかるでしょ。Okay, so let's talk about shopping. That's the first thing that I would recommend to do. So let's move on to shopping. Okay, so now you're inside in the tour, which is great. I'm sure you're so excited. I know that I was really excited. So when you go on the tour, because you can go in an hour early except for the 10 o'clock. The shop opens at 9:30. So you can't go in there before there, even if they let you in early, which is probably why they let us in at 9:20. So we got in at 9:30. So what they have in this studio tour is personalization. So you can personalize certain items. Some of the items you can personalize are a house leather-bound notebook. You can get your name in front on there with gold letters, I believe. You can also get a Tri-Wizard cup jersey with your name on it, and I will show you these later. I did get a few personalized items. You can also get a robe with your name on it, or you can get any name that you want on any of these. The last thing that you can also customize is your wand. You can only customize the wands that were the characters' wands from the movies. You can't customize like the specialized ones. So I did get one of the specialized ones and I'll show you today. But if you get any of the character ones, then they would be able to write your name on it if you did want to do that. So like you could get Dumbledore with your name on it, Voldemort's with your name on it, anything like that. But if you wanted to get like the Gryffindor one that has the lion on the end, they won't customize that. Or if you wanted to get the Hedwig one that is only for the Tokyo Studio Tour, they won't customize that. But the other ones are fine. So what you would do is you'd run, get your goods, head over to pay for them and then have them personalized. I went on a Friday, not a holiday, not a weekend day, so it wasn't as busy, but if you do go on the weekend, this can take a while to do. So if you want to get anything personalized, do not wait last minute to do it. You will run out of time if you wait till like 3 or 4, especially on the weekends. If you come in the morning, do it first thing, there's no problem. The robe that I got, it took 30 minutes to do, and the jersey, a Tri-Wizard Cup jersey I got, took about 10 minutes. I did the jersey in the afternoon, and I did the robe in the morning. I did want to wear it into the tour, but unfortunately, it was not going to be ready before our tour time. But the staff was nice, and they said that if we did want to delay to the next tour, they would let that slide because it would not be ready. So if you wanted to, and it's probably a weekday, they might let you do that. If it is a weekend, they might be a little bit more strict, so you would want to ask the staff before you say, hey, I'm gonna do the next tour so I can wear this. So that is usually what the first kind of people will do. And if you wanted to do any other kind of shopping while you're there in the morning, you can. Another thing to be aware of is there's 2 shops that you can't even go into until 11:30 in the morning. The first shop and the second shop, you can actually you go through them at the end of the tour. So on your way out, you will go through them, and they do have different things. So one of the shops that was closed had a lot of like Quidditch goods, Tri-Wizard Cup goods, jewelry, candle with like the jewelry in it and things like that. They had the stuffed animals of all like the mascots and the night bus and just a bunch of different things that you could buy from the main store. So just be aware of that. We did do a little bit of shopping in the morning before the tour, and then we did some after the tour, and I'll show you what I got from the store. I'm sure you guys are very excited. I know I'm very excited to show you guys, so I will show you guys what I got from the store. The other one is the Mimalima shop, which would have all the stationery, the notebooks and things like that in there. That one is also not open till 11:30, so if you are looking to get like the advanced potion notebook, like the Bean in the Bard notebook, any of those kind of like ones that look like the textbook ones, you'll have to wait until 11:30, even if you come before then. Okay, so let me show you guys what I got from the shop. Okay, so unfortunately I did not get this shirt from the shop. I got this when the Fantastic Beasts movie came out. You can see Pickett's in there. Pickett's in there. So I kind of like this shirt. I was wearing my Gryffindor shirt, but it is really hot out and I was getting sweaty, so I did change my shirt into the Pickett shirt. But very appropriate for Harry Potter. So I'll show you guys what I got. So one of the things that I got, before your tour, if you do a little shopping, you can get these headbands. I got 2 of them. So this one is Gryffindor. You wear it like this. But they had a whole bunch of them. I went with my husband and my baby, and my baby is currently in Ravenclaw. We don't know what she's going to be in for sure, but currently she's in Ravenclaw. So we got her a little Ravenclaw one. It's very cute. They also had Slytherin, Hufflepuff, the Golden Trio one. They had a Hedwig one. They had the Dobby ears. So they had a lot that you can choose from. So every time you go, you get a different pair. So these are the 2 that we got this time. So maybe next time, even though I'm not a Hufflepuff or Slytherin, I may just get those just so I can have the full set. Another thing that we did get is this one. This is the wand. So I got the Hedwig one. It does come with this card if you want to pause it and read it. And then it comes with this really nice packaging. If you wanted to pay extra money, you can get a bag to put this in. We got a separate bag, so we just used that one. It comes like this. And I got the Hedwig one. It is the Tokyo exclusive one. I think it's kind of cute. It does kind of look like Hedwig in some of the shots, but some people do not like it. It's made of wood, so it's actually pretty good quality. It is quite heavy for a wand. It's heavier than the other wands that I have. So that is the wand that I got. If you would like to know any of the prices, you can comment down below. Okay, we got this. This was super cute. It's a little Harry Potter like echo bag, little tote bag, and it says, "You're a wizard, Harry." Very cute. It closes. It does have a zipper here, which is nice to have a tote bag that has a zipper here so you can put keys or something in there and don't have to worry about losing them. So that was a nice choice by my husband. My husband got this from the Quidditch section. It is a Hufflepuff hoodie. So it's quite nice. They had one for all the houses. If they do sell out of an item, unfortunately, they might not restock it for quite a while, so you may have to go back at a completely different date to get it if you wanted to. That was a problem with the robes today. Since I'm in Gryffindor, and Gryffindor is quite popular as a house, the only robes they had were large and extra large and like little kid ones. So I was lucky I got there first thing in the morning. I was able to get a large one, which just like almost touches the floor when I wear it. So it's pretty long. I might have to take it and go see a seamstress to get a little bit shorter. Yeah, it's very nice quality robe. So you can see it is quite large, but I'll show you the front. So you can see, like, I got my name. I'll just let you see the J of Jimmy. And there we go. So it gives a nice patch. And then on the inside, on the left, it does have the wand holder in it. So normally I would probably wear a medium, but all they had is large, and I was lucky to get the large. By the time we left and went to the gift shop the second time, all they had was extra larges, and I definitely couldn't wear that. So I'm happy that I was able to get one that I could kind of fit in. Another thing I got, so I will show you this. This one I'm gonna wear in another video some other time when it's not so hot. So this is my Triwizard shirt, just like Harry's. The Hufflepuff one was really cool. The colors just looks just like Cedric. So you can get it where it says Harry Potter or like Cedric on it. That is up to you, so you can choose. Another thing that I got, they have a lot of stuffed animals, but I did get a baby Niffler. That is my favorite Fantastic Beast. One of the best right here. So the baby Niffler, I got this one. It is super soft and fuzzy. I love it so much. I do have two other ones. So this one I got at the studio tour today, and these two are also baby Nifflers, but I got these at Mahodokoro, which is the Harry Potter magic shop in Akasaka. So these ones have kind of like beans in them, if you can hear. And these ones have little pockets in the front, which you can actually stick your fingers in, which is cute. The one from this one doesn't have a pocket. so it's a little bit different, but I do like it. It is equally as cute. It's gonna be my new favorite. So let me just show you an example. So yeah, you can put a little coin in there if you want. This is the one from Mahodokuro, though, not from the shop. On the way out, I did find these Gryffindor socks. They had one for all the houses, but can never have too many socks, especially when it's Harry Potter. They did have Marauder map socks, but unfortunately they were sold out. So the Marauder map stuff you can actually get from the Quidditch shop one that opens at 11:30. They don't have it in the main shop part. Let's see. And then of course we had to get some candy. So before when I went to Warner Brothers, the chocolate frogs were not this big. So I got 2 chocolate frogs, and hopefully I will have a cool card inside. You can buy the mini chocolate frogs, but I don't know if you get a card with those ones. So I'm pretty sure you get a card with these ones. So I'm gonna open them later and I'll let you guys know what I get. If you want to know, just comment down below. What else did we get? We got some, my husband was daring. He picked these out himself. This is gonna be his snack and all him. He got some Bernie Bott's every flavor beans. I mean, that's pretty daring. I've had them before. They don't taste very good when you get a bad flavor, so hopefully he's lucky and he doesn't get bad flavors in his, but we'll just have to wait and see. So wish him luck on those. But we got those are our snacks that we got, but they have like exploding bonbons, like chocolate cockroaches, like the caramelly fly things. They have so many snacks that you can get in the shop. It's pretty crazy. They have lots of honeydew snacks. They do have like snacks that you can take home as what they call as omiyage, like present snacks. People in Japan usually do those when they give it to their friends or their coworkers or their classmates. So it's a very Japanese thing, and that's why they have it. So if you do want to get them, it's probably something that you'll only find in Japan. They have one that looks like the sorting hat and other things like that. So let's see. And the last thing that we bought at the shop was my Gryffindor notebook. I didn't get the one that was personalized, but this one has a really nice embossing, which the other one doesn't. It's kind of more like indented, and it's not as, you know, significant, but my husband says having a nice embossed Gryffindor notebook is very cool. This one is actually costs more than the red Gryffindor house one, which you can customize. So it is free to customize. That is included with the price that you pay. But like I said, you can only customize the notebook, the robe, the wand, and the Triwizard Cup jersey. So those are the only things that you can customize. So now that we've talked about the shops, if there's anything else that you guys would like to know about the shops, you can let me know. I can also tell you that there is a shop near platform 9 3/4 towards the end of the tour where you can go and buy a letter. Let me show you guys. I did get this for my daughter. You can buy a Hogwarts acceptance letter. So I can show you kind of what it will look like. So you get, this is the second page, the equipments and books and things that you need. This right here is the first page. And then you get an envelope. It does have your name, or you can use Harry Potter's name. Then when you get it, you also get a seal. So you can pretend to send it if you wanted to. We're gonna actually save this until she's about 10 and give it to her as a present. So we thought that would be a nice thing to have as a memory kind of thing. So she's going to Hogwarts, everybody. So that's everything that you guys would need to know about the shops. But also at the train shop, I forgot to mention that you can only buy the letter, and they have like a letter. It looks like the bag, but it's a letter. They did have a cushion, but that sold out. The wallet that looks like a leather, the Hogwarts Express ticket, any of the luggagey kind of things like the luggage tag. I think you can only get those in that specific shop. So if you did want to get one of those things, you'd want to get it then. You cannot re-enter the tour. It's just a one-time thing. So that is unfortunately one of the only things. So if you do change your mind, you'd have to get a new ticket, go a different day, and then get the letter. So if you want to do that on a different day, you can. But if you're debating, make your decision before you move on, or you won't be able to go back. Okay, so let's move on to food. I'm so excited to talk about food. It was great. Okay, everybody, so let's talk about one of my favorite things. We're going to talk about some food, some treats, some snacks, everything you would need to know for that. So when you walk into the building, on the right side, you will see that there is a food court. It is decked out like the Great Hall where the kids eat. There's the 4 tables that you can sit at. We sat at Gryffindor, of course. So they have a limited menu, kind of, not too many choices. They have like sausage and mashed potatoes, shepherd's pie. They have like an English breakfast kind of thing. They have a few desserts, like Slughorn's surprise dessert, treacle tarts. Then another thing, they have pizza. They have a few vegetarian items, which is nice. I don't know if they're vegan, but they do have vegetarian items. Some of the items do have drinks that are included. The price for the food, other than the sides, which include like fries, side of rice, salad, other than those, the prices were generally about $10 to $20 per item, depending on what you got. So that is just some of the food items. There's another place that you can eat lunch or dinner, and depending on when you're going, at the tour that's inside. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Before we talk about that, let's talk about the Chocolate Frog Cafe. So it's great. You might want to do this towards the end of the tour. The reason that you might want to do this towards the end is because they have takeaway where you can take away the desserts. You can take away the cupcakes and the donuts. They have a takeaway box. You can order the set. But they don't really want to sell it if it's before the tour, and they won't let you bring it into the tour. So that is something that you would want to be careful about if you were going to go to the Chocolate Frog Cafe. They do have a few seats that are shaped like the Chocolate Frog boxes when you open them. Those are really popular and really hard to get a seat in, so you just have to have good timing, I guess, or be willing to wait. So at the Chocolate Frog Cafe, they had a lot of desserts. They had a Niffler dessert. I liked that one a lot. It was really fluffy, had apricots on it, so it was like chocolatey and sweet, but not too sweet, so that was really good. They did have other cakes that you could choose. I also tried carrot cake, and it tasted like a real carrot cake, which is nice to have a real, like, Western kind of cake. Usually in Japan, cakes are more lighter. The frosting is more lighter, so it was nice to have kind of like a taste from home. And the other one we tried was the Hagrid's birthday cake tart. So it wasn't actually a cake, it was a tart, and they put like a printed chocolate on it so that it kind of looked like the birthday cake. So if you were expecting to have like the cake that they had, that's not it. But it did taste good if you like fruit tarts kind of thing. So it was good. My favorite was the Niffler one. With the Niffler one, I think I have some. Yes, with a Niffler one, they do give you a few chocolate galleon coins because he's a Niffler, and I thought that was a super cute touch. The Chocolate Frog Cafe does have a few drinks, like milkshakey kind of ice creamy milky drinks to drink. They did have one citrus drink, I think, there. You can't take home the glasses with that one. So that's just something if you were thinking about. I did get the cupcakes and the donuts. I'm gonna try them tomorrow. If you guys want to know how it tastes, I'll let you know next time. Then if you head on into the tour, about halfway, once you head out of the dark forest, you're gonna see that there's an outdoor area. They call it the back lot, that will have the Privet Drive, the night bus. Hagrid Hut is over there, and they also had the Wizard Chest and the Hogwarts Bridge. So that is all outside. Might not be the best thing to do in a really hot day, but it wasn't terrible today. Still hot, but not as hot as it has been. That is where the Butterbeer like bar is. They also have another place that you can eat. We did not choose to eat there this time because I wanted to eat in the Great Hall, but next time if we do go again, I would love to eat inside at the back lot. That was included in the video. So the back lot actually has house themed foods. They have a Gryffindor one, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin themed foods. So that is one thing that you can do there inside the tour. Unfortunately, you can't go back into the tour, so if you did want to get butterbeer or eat the themed foods, you can't do that after, so that's kind of in the middle, so that way like halfway you're kind of a little bit hungry from the walking and stuff, so you would be more inclined to have a snack or have a meal there. So we could have had lunch in there. We did start at 10, and by the time we got there it was like 11:30-ish. We were walking at a pretty not fast pace, but a pretty good pace, and it took about an hour and a half to get to that area. So for the butterbeer, when you get the butterbeer, what they do is they give you this plastic bag to take it home. There is a place that you can wash your cup out, which is a nice touch because the one in London does not actually have a washing station. So when you take your cup home, it's really sticky. But yeah, you get to take your cup home, which is nice. The butterbeer they had was really good. I liked it. I would want like 5 more if I could. But just one for today, maybe next time. Another thing that you get when you get the donuts is you get these little stands to put the donuts in. You don't have to use them, but it's a cute little touch to have. Another thing that we should talk about is kids' food. If you go to the Great Hall to eat, you can order 2 menus. They have like a meatloaf, hamburger, steak kind of meal for kids, and they have the curry meal, so there's a couple options for little kids. The Backlot Cafe, I don't think they have any like little kid options, so if you wanted something for a little kid, it might be better to bring your own. So it did say on the website, if you do look at it, that you can't bring any outside food or drinks. They says that you can bring drinks if they can be contained and not spilled, and preferably water. Food, you can only bring food for children, or if there's like a dietary restriction for a child, those things are allowed and you can bring those in, but for adults, unfortunately, you have to kind of eat what they have there, so don't bring a lot of food in with you, a lot of snacks, because they do check it and they won't let you bring it in. They will probably make you throw it out. Unfortunately, they don't have any vending machines in the Toshimaen like studio tour. They do sell water bottles, but I'll show you what it looks like. It is super small. So it does say Harry Potter Studio Tour. It's really nice water bottle, but this was about like $1.50 for this tiny thing. So it's kind of expensive, so you can bring your own, so that might be a good option for you. So that is everything that you need to know about the food. Let's move on to information and other important things, and then we'll talk about our experience, like our interactive experiences. That was very fun. This is the Great Hall. You can eat some food here. There's another location called the Backlot Cafe. They have different foods than the Great Hall. I will be back for you. And you, Nicholas. Okay, so things that you should know before you go on the tour. Like I said in some of the other clips, you cannot bring outside food except for children, like babies. That is allowed. They will allow that. They do have very few child seats, so you may have to have your child in a buggy when you feed them. It is buggy and wheelchair accessible, the whole thing. There's no elevator or anything. It's on one level. That was very nice touch. It was nice not having to go out of the way. I'm sure if you do know anybody in a wheelchair or anybody with kids and they have a baby car, like a little buggy thing, sometimes it can be really hard to travel because they don't have elevators. They only have escalators or stairs. It was nice that it was easily accessible for everyone. Some of the interactive things were not accessible for people that were handicapped, or like for the baby cars. We did try to do a few with the baby car, but it was hard with the baby to do them. So you might want to take them out and do the interactive things. So when you purchase your tickets, let's talk about tickets because it's very important if you don't have your ticket already. So if the child is under 4 years old, the child will be free, but you do have to kind of purchase a ticket. It doesn't cost anything, but you do have to put that in when you purchase your tickets. Adults are from like 6,000-ish yen. So that's about, $40 to $50 depending on the, the rate at the time. They also have for adults and older kids, if you pay a little bit extra, you can get a guided studio tour. and a Harry Potter book, which just lists everything that you've seen in the studio tour. So me and my husband, we did pay to get this option. I thought it would be nice to have the official guide book. So they do have it in English and Japanese. If you want the English one, you just tell them English, or you can say eigo kudasai. Eigo means English in Japanese, and kudasai means please. So you can say eigo kudasai, and they should understand what that means. And then get an English one. So we got an English one and a Japanese one, so we can read both of it, which is great. And then you get your headset in a different area right across the hall. It's kind of heavy. Like, you get a lanyard with it's like an iPhone, but it's a little bit heavier, and like when you're going through the tour, it's really hard to keep up with watching and playing it all. So when you sit down to take a break, you might want to do it then and listen to them, because they have videos, but it's hard to watch it and watch the tour. So I would recommend definitely like sitting down, having your butterbeer, or having lunch, and then watching it at that time might be better. So we ended up doing that towards the end, because it was just so hard to focus on the sets and things like that and focus on what they were trying to say in the headset. So that is something that you would want to be careful about. It does say that it has a lot of bathrooms, but there weren't that many bathrooms in the the tour part. I think there was one in between, before the halfway mark where the butterbeer is, and then one in the second half, and then there's 2 or 3 in the front. So there wasn't too much there. They did have a nursing room in the front, so if you have a baby, that's a nice touch. And let's see what else. They do have a luggage check, so if you are traveling, whether you're coming or going, or if you do your shopping before you head in the tour and you don't want to carry it with you, you can go have it checked. They give you a ticket, which is a nice touch, and something that is some places don't have, or it costs money. It was free to check it, which was great. The headset and the book cost money. You can buy the book in the gift shop if you don't want to do the tour package. Next time I probably wouldn't do it, just because it was so hard to keep up with everything, and we already did it once. But it was a nice, first time thing if you wanted to learn more in-depth behind the scene information, because they don't have what they said in the tour included with the stuff you see, so it's a little bit different that way. So it was a nice touch to have. So I think that is most of the things that you would need to know that's really important. But let's move on to the interactive stuff, because that's a fun topic. Okay, so this is gonna be the last video, guys. I'm so excited to talk about the interactive thing. That was my favorite part. There was more things to do than I expected. As you can see in the video, there's lots of places where you can take photos. I took one in the library and stuff. I didn't include them all, but if you watch the video, you can see there is quite a lot of things that you can do. So one of the things that you can do is a Quidditch video, where you go in and they use Harry Potter from the first movie, the Quidditch scene from there, and it was the second movie. From the second movie, they used the one where he catches the snitch, I think, and they used that one and kind of put you in the background in the scene, so you can choose to be voting for Gryffindor or Slytherin, and it was a very fun experience. My baby was just wiggling all over the place, but it was fun. And the interactive ones are mostly free. They don't cost anything, but we'll get to the ones that cost money at the end. So after that, another one that you could do is the pensive, and I didn't know this was one, but the staff actually told us. So you go over to the pensive in Albus Dumbledore's office. Well, it's next to the office, but you know, in the office, and it takes a few seconds, but it's really foggy, and then you just, you know, blow the fog away and you can see like the memory like that would be in the pensive. So that was very cool. Everybody was very surprised when that happened. Another one you can do is they have in the potions classroom, they do have the things moving around, so I just like moved my wand to pretend that I was moving it, so that was kind of a fun thing. And then if you go to the Dark Forest, you can make your own Patronus. I got the same as Hermione, which was kind of cool. But you can do it yourself and find out which Patronus you would get. And then this one we just kind of found by chance. If you go over towards further into the forest, they have the place where you would do the Patronus Skins interactive one. So it is the scene where Harry and Sirius are at the lake and all the Dementors are around, and you're the one that does Expecto Patronum and makes the stag appear. So that was fun. I got to do it. I was very excited about it. And then after that, there's a few smaller ones, like photo ops. So if you go outside after the halfway mark where the butterbeer place is, you can go in the car, you can go on Hagrid's bike, you can go in the front of the bus and, you know, take a photo there. You can't go in the bus, unfortunately, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. And then let's talk about the ones you have to pay. So there were two that you had to pay money for. You can pay for them after if you do change your mind, but I think it's a little bit more expensive that way. So it's a little bit cheaper if you do it right there on the spot, but it's about $35 to $40 for the basic plan, and then it's like $40 to $50 for the higher plan. Where you get like the digital content you can download and stuff like that. You can absolutely not film there. There were a few spots where you cannot film. Unfortunately, I didn't put it in the video for that reason. There's like 5 spots where you can't use your camera. But the rest is fine to film in. No problem with that at all. So the one that you can't film in that's interactive, the first one is like the wanted posters that they have, so that was kind of fun to do. Another one was you get to ride on the broom, so it was cool to ride on the broom. You can do it without buying it, and at the end they'll show you what it looks like. So you get to like have a video of yourself flying around and stuff, so you can buy the video if you're interested. We got the ticket and we'll think about it, and I might change my mind, but it did seem kind of steep for pictures when we were taking pictures all day, but that's just my opinion. So if you do want to get it, it's up to you, and it's a really cool experience. It was fun to ride on a broom. I didn't know that that is what it was like, but it was definitely a different kind of experience. It was nice to have all the interactive experiences. Definitely recommended. So let me just tell you what my overall feelings were.
It's so cool. まだやろう。まだやってやるって言ってんだ。It was so fun. That's interesting, man.
お見事！声援もブーイングもすごい迫力でした。皆さんはたった今映画に出たんですよ。今日から立派な俳優です。どんなシーンに仕上がったか気になるでしょう。僕もです。それでは早速見てみましょう。
The coffin is released and the game begins. It was a glitch! Our shuttle receives 150 points for catching this snake. Gryffindor wins!
8チームの演技、スタンドの熱気がピンピン伝わってきました。皆さん、グッジョブ。おかげで魔法アート作品に新たな名場面が誕生しました。今の映像はダウンロードできますから、ご希望の方は忘れずに友達や家族と共有してみんなに自慢しましょう。
We gotta move quick, the Dementors are coming. Okay, try to touch it. Circular motion. Expect. Okay, こっち右側こっちExpect over China! 前に入れて Expect over China! Expect over China! なんかカワウソみたいなこれね Expect over China! やってなこんにちはハリーポッター映画ハリーポッターのアズカバンの囚人の重要なシーンの再現をお手伝いしてくださる方をお探ししております。どうぞ手伝ってくださる方いらっしゃいませんか。こちらまで前の方までお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。さあ皆様ハリーポッターのアズカバンの囚人ご覧いただけましたでしょうか。はい、ありがとうございます。こちら見覚えのあるシーンかと思うんですけれども、こちらのシーンの再現を皆様にお手伝いいただければと思います。お願いします。さあなんだか怪しくなってきましたよ。湖が凍ってきたということはディメンターです。ディメンターが現れました。どなたか強力な守護霊の呪文エクスペクトパトローナムを備えていただける方はいらっしゃいますか。はい、ありがとうございます。お待ちしておりました。どうぞそちらの位置と地図に Expect over China! そうしましたら私の合図に合わせてお願いします。3、2、1と発表しましたらエクスペクトパトローナムとお願いします。どうぞ皆様ディメンターに囲まれたハリーとシリウスを救うために皆様のお力をお貸しください。お願いします。さあいきますよ。強く書いて3、2、1 Expect over China! やりました。お力守護霊です。さすがです。でもお力に引いておいてありがとうございます。さあディメンターはどうでしょう。まだまだ油断ありません。置いておきます。3、2、1 Expect over China!やりました。強力な守護霊を作り出しディメンターを払うことができました。ハリーとシリウスをしていたのもお客様のお力と皆様のご協力があったからこそです。どうぞ皆様に真に大きな拍手を送りましょう。
はい、撮ってるよ。ビデオでしょ。ビデオだよ。
Okay, so my overall feelings was it was a super fun, great experience. I would definitely recommend it. This is something that we did for my birthday, so we did spend a little more than we probably would have normally. So if you are going, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can just go and buy the tickets, but then you would miss out on the food and things like that. So you don't have to spend money to go on the tour and do the other things inside. But if you do want to get like any items or anything, unfortunately that does cost money, and some things are quite expensive. Even the bags, like we got this Tokyo exclusive big bag. I'll show you the bag. Right there. So you can see it's nice. It's got a lot of details on it. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. The food was delicious. Not terribly expensive. Sometimes food is expensive, doesn't taste good, but this was not the case. The cake was a little expensive, like $6 per piece of cake, but yeah, for the theme and everything, it was really good. I would definitely recommend coming. The tour, they say that you're recommended to have 4 hours. I would maybe even give it longer than that. We left our house really early and we got there at 8:30. So if you count from 8:30 to do everything, we got there at 8:30, and by the time we finished and left, it was 4 o'clock. I mean, just taking it slowly, doing everything, going shopping, eating food, having snacks, and just like relaxing, having a fun time. You will definitely spend more time there. So if you did want to have a nice, relaxing day, I would definitely suggest going in the morning during the weekday. It's probably really crowded on the weekend, and I'm sure that a lot more people tend to come, you know, the whole day and stay all day. Therefore, you know, shopping and doing customizations, things like that, is going to take a lot longer to do. But it was definitely a fun experience. I really enjoyed the interactive things. I'm probably going to go again this year sometime, because that's how much fun it was. Next time I'm not gonna be getting so much stuff, but it was definitely fun. Definitely recommend it. If any of you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can, you know, let me know. I hope you like and subscribe to this video, and just have a great night. So I will see you guys next time. We'll get back to our Legos, but this was a rare, super fun day, and so I wanted to include this on the YouTube channel, even though it's not Lego related, or having anything to do with games, anything like that. But it did have to do with Harry Potter. It was super fun, and I hope it was informational for you guys, helps you when you come to Japan. If you have any other questions, I'm always here and I'll always answer them. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Get some rest. I'm sure tomorrow is a busy day because it is Saturday, so have a good night. Bye.